This is a Voyescape podcast. You can find all of our travel podcasts from around the world at voyescape.com.
Today we're heading to the Philippines and heading to the farm. The farm at San Benito is located probably about a 90-minute drive from Manila in the Batangas province. It's a great drive out there. You sort of get out of the city and go through into the greenery and the mountains and then arrive at this sort of 56-hectare huge property that has both a farm as well as this amazing resort that we're going to talk about today. It offers 60 suites and villas, and they all really sort of are designed to blend in with nature and very luxury focused here as well. Everything from their Sulu Terrace suites, which are inspired by traditional Filipino huts, to what I had a chance to stay in, one of their Nara pool villas that feature private pools, views out into the jungle, into the mountains. They're really impressive rooms, and I had a great stay there. Really enjoyed our time there. Costs, it kind of ranges depending on the season that you're going and the type of accommodations that you choose, but ranges anywhere from, I would say in US dollars, about $250 to over $1,000 a night for some of the more luxurious suites. But most of those rates are including some of the, your meals and activities and the health and wellness programs that we're going to talk about as well. And compared to other wellness health holistic retreats around the world, it's actually very well priced, and I think a big part of what attracts people there. It really is known for that integrated medical wellness programs, and one of the things when you first arrive, you're going to undergo a very thorough personalized health consultation with a series of diagnostic tests when you first arrive, and then get a tailored program for you during your stay. Tailoring the meals to, what they think is going to be most helpful to you from a health perspective. Things like IV therapy, colon hydrotherapy, post-COVID recovery programs, all are on the menu here, and you can really design a program to best meet your needs. And the doctors here really take all those diagnostic tests very much into consideration as they plan out your stay at the farm. They have a phenomenal spa, the Healing Sanctuary, it's called, that has a number of different signature treatments. Definitely one of the ones that stood out for me was their Filipino coconut massage, where they're using sort of locally sourced ingredients, coconut cream, aloe vera, various different things that they incorporate into that treatment. But then also their hydrotherapy treatments at what they call their Aqua Sanctuary. They've got like a Japanese style onsen pools, a number of pools that you can relax in, flotation pools, high pressure jets. You could really, I spent a good full day at the Aqua Sanctuary and definitely one of the highlights of the resort for me. And the other thing that they emphasize when it comes to their wellness and spa programs is what they call their farm to skin concept, using their farm grown organic ingredients from the farm on property, things like virgin coconut oil, fresh herbs that are all incorporated into their various treatments as well. When it comes to wellness, they also do a number of classes and activities, everything from cooking classes to yoga, to meditation, from gentle hatha yoga to yin yoga, focusing more on stress relief and flexibility, mindfulness meditation, and a sound meditation class as well, using chanting, breath work, traditional instruments to help guests relax. And I've got a bit of the sounds from that to give you a sense of what that was like. When it comes to fitness, guests can also partake in things like functional fitness classes, aqua-based classes in the hydrotherapy pools. A lot to choose from here. But another big highlight for sure is dining at the farm. A couple of different restaurants on property. Two that really stood out for me was their Alive restaurant, which is a completely raw vegan experience, using fresh produce, much of it harvested daily from the farm. Everything from vegan pastas to plant-based desserts to plant-based pizza, and everything that they've made there, as I say, is completely raw, completely vegan, but still a huge variety, and really pretty incredible what they're able to achieve with raw vegan ingredients. They also have Pesque, their pescatarian restaurant featuring fresh seafood with a Filipino twist. And I've got a brief chance that I had to sit down with their head chef to talk a little bit about their farm to table approach at the farm.
Our concept here is farm to table. So we're growing our own vegetables. So it's like locally grown, locally produced. We're not using any fertilizer. We're not using any chemicals. So it's purely 100% organic. We have around 27,000 hectares of plantation for the vegetables and some of the fruits.
Wow.
Like papaya, pineapple, and we have banana. And every day or every week or every month, we have like cycle of the vegetables like on season. So if like this month we have a season of tomato, so lots of tomato, everything we can get, but still everything is ongoing, not stop. Every day producing. So this like we have plots of vegetables accordingly. We have this area like all chilies, next carrots, next it's beetroot, there's a tomato, we have the lettuce, we have the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, name it, we have.
All grown up.
Yeah.
So what percentage of the food that people are eating here would actually be grown at the farm?
It's 80% to 90% we're growing our vegetables, except some of the fruits.
Okay.
Because we're getting like seasonal fruits normally here in the Philippines.
So basically, everything you possibly
Everything,
can grow,
yeah,
you're
we're growing,
growing fresh here.
except like the grains or the seeds. Of course, we're getting on our healthy options.
Yes.
Most of that.
And you're also teaching guests how to eat better once they leave the farm as well. You're doing cooking classes here as well.
So
How-
they can do it by themselves.
Yeah.
So they can start giving them time to look themselves or give time for themselves to eat food which is healthy,
Yeah.
because health is wealth. So we need, so if they gone to a detox program, so they cannot, okay, I'll do detox program for 7 days. Okay, it's good. I lost lots of weight. I'm so clean now. I do the colon cleansing. Then when he back home or she back home, back to reality, back to square one, eating
Yeah.
meats. So it's not possible. It's not good. He should like, okay, that's why we're giving recipes
Yeah.
for them to start on, slowly.
And how many times a week do you do the cooking classes?
Every week, once a day.
Once. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I have like a private one-on-one, which is different what I'm doing for the complimentary every Wednesday. So I have the private food prep class blocking every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like if it depends on the guest, depends on the person who wants to have a private food prep. If they want some food which is in the menu, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And then every Wednesday you do it for everybody at the resort.
Yes.
Sort of,
Yeah, sometimes I'm making like cashew cheese and the crackers that we're doing here.
And would you say, is there one signature dish that you're really well known for here?
Actually, when I started here at the farm, I started in the pastry area.
Okay.
So most of the vegan desserts, it's raw.
Okay.
So that's the best part that I can say I achieve it, because you cannot bake without eggs in the normal life.
Yeah.
I said, how can I make a bread without egg, a real butter? So I'm using coconut milk, and then I'm thinking of the first day that I joined in that kind of work. It's like, how can you make a cake or a raw cake? So the first dessert that I really love it, and one of the signature of the farm, is the chocolate pecan cake.
Okay.
So it's a layer cake. So the crust is made from almonds and pecan.
Yeah.
I'm using dates for sweetener and the coconut nectar, and also the coconut oil as a binder to bind it together.
Okay.
And then the second layer of that is the chocolate powder. So cacao powder. I'm using the coconut oil also to blend it, and coconut nectar for a sweetener, because we're not using honey at alive because honey is from animal.
Okay.
So still, that's why we change it to coconut. And then on the top of that, it's a dates. So I'm making date paste with chopped up pecan nuts and then just chilled it.
Sounds delicious.
Yes,
I haven't tried that one
you
yet.
should try that.
I did try your beetroot ravioli. earlier
Beetroot
today. That was
ravioli also.
fantastic. Wow.
So it's like everything here, it's fantastic.
Beyond dining, the resort also offers renewable energy. They use organic farming methods to support both its dining and spa services. Hugely committed to sustainability, including sort of recycling, composting initiatives, and you see that all throughout the resort, that they really, really do focus in on that as well. To close us off, I also had a chance to sit down briefly with the head doctor there, who talked a little bit about the health programs, how they really blend modern medicine with traditional Filipino healing practices.
The body will use symptoms to ask for attention. And if you're not giving the attention that it's looking for to tell you, to give you the message, then it throws a temper tantrum in the form of disease. Most people would come in for detox, for diabetes, etc. But and we have a set program. But when the doctor talks to the patient and it turns out that the reason for diabetes is maybe lack of self-care, then we shift to something else, or we modify the program based on what the person needs.
So that's the Philippines, and that's the farm at San Benito. Really a unique property, bringing together sort of nature and healing. Anyone looking to sort of relax, recharge, this is a great place to go do that. And I know health, wellness resorts like this are gaining popularity around the world, and can certainly see why from the experience that I had there. If you're finding our travel tips from around the world helpful to you, it's really helpful to us if you can go on to the Apple Podcast Store and drop us a review, rating, some comments on what you thought of the podcast and what you'd like to see us focus in on next. That's always very helpful. Or if you listen on Spotify or anywhere else, reviews there are really helpful for us as well.